What it do, nerds? This is why the Tsundere is better than the Yandere. For years, these two have been locked in the largest battle on the anime internet. The top two juggernauts of the Dede archetypes. The Tsundere and the Yandere. People have fought and fought over these two on the internet with no clear winner in sight. Well, today, we will find out who truly is the best. Not actually. Because the internet never settles just because some random content creator and their stupid opinions. But either way, let's see who's best! We'll be comparing the two by using a rating system. And we will not be pretending like they are real life people who we could date in real life and potentially be friends with. I mean, come on! If that was the case, how could Miss I will kill anyone who comes near my beloved and Miss Baka even win? I say that like as if I don't like Tsunderes in real life. But seriously, we would probably have the Dede win. Like they would steamroll every other Dede type. Not even close. Clear winner. I mean, think about it. Who doesn't like a Dede? Who doesn't like a good Dede? I mean, I would like to have a Dede as a friend. Or Dandere. Besides, comparing them fictionally is way better anyway. Infinitely better, actually. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Alright, so we have three categories that we're going to be rating the two today. The categories are they an interesting character? Are the Tsunderes or Yanderes interesting enough to watch as a character? Do they add anything to the story and overall interest to the series? I suppose that would probably win since most people watch Mirai Nikki purely for her. And the third one, do they tend to make a good partner for the main protagonist? And that could even be just as a good friend. Alright, so the way that I did this is I decided to go and choose 6 random Tsunderes and 6 random Yanderes. They weren't all that random because some of them I just chose purely because I knew who they were. Alright, so for the Tsunderes, we have Hikarai Sakishima from Alone in the Sea, Inuyasha from Inuyasha. Wow, would you look at that? So original. Naming your series after your character. Or is it the series or is it the other way around? Which came first, the egg or the chicken? Which came first? Was it the character or the series? Taiga Aisaka from Toradora, Kagura from Gintama, Kagami Hiragi from Lucky Star, and would you look at that, Vegeta! I was looking up Tsunderes and I guess that this is right. I kind of didn't think about that. Anyway, alright, for the Yanderes, we got Anna Nishinomiya. Why did I choose her? From Shimoneta. Of course, we had to have Yunagasai from Future Diaries, Akane Hiyama from Love Tyrant, Misa Amane from Death Note, Shion Sonozaki from Higurashi, and Yukako Yamagashi from JoJo. Let's start by rating the groups individually by character. So, for the Tsunderes, I think in total they get a solid 8 out of 10, because out of the 6, most of them are pretty unique and have their own little arcs and traits that made them pretty cool, fun, and fresh, and different from the rest. And that's each of the characters, not just as a whole or as a whole Dede group. And you could totally see this a lot from characters like Vegeta. Am I becoming a Dragon Ball fan? I hope. I better not. Not if you're. I mean, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you're fine. But like, anyway, characters like Vegeta, I felt like had an amazing arc. Characters like Hikari Sakishima, Taiga Aisaka, they all had amazing arcs. And characters like Kagami Hiragi, they were just fun, hilarious, and made a lot of people just like them as a character. So I feel like 8 is very well deserved. Now moving on to the Yanderes, who got a solid 6.5 out of 10. I felt like a lot of them were just reskins of each other. There were also a common slight airheadedness, which could be cute. I mean, look at that cute face. Wait, is that a grenade? Wait, I promise I wasn't talking to you. Hit the deck! I think that all the weebs know that airheadedness is cute, but it's also fun. The only problem was that a lot of Yanderes started to have the same trait that made it ever so slightly annoying. All of them were airheads, I feel like. At least 90% of them were. The ones that I saw. So I felt like it kind of just felt like all of them were just becoming more and more reskins. And airheadedness wasn't the only one. Being jealous every single time they saw their main interest with a different character, which one series at a time, it's fine, but series after series after series with the same yandere, it just feels like with a different face. But yeah. I mean, I think the only characters for the overall team would be Anna Nishinomiya and Jiro Gasai for their smarts and cleverness, which was just a nice different from the very cliche reskin that I saw. It's funny that I had Anna, especially since she's probably supposed to be a reskin, but she felt different enough. Okay, so the second category we actually have is overall addition to the story itself. Do the Tsunderes or the Yanderes have more of an impact on the story? Do they add more to the story? Do they make it more interesting? Do they make it more bearable to watch? Which is a really weird way to say it. Now, I kind of feel like the Tsunderes have to take this one here, since some of them are actual vital characters to each of their respective series, like Hikari and Taiga, who provide the coming of age aspects and learning how to love. Haha, funny. The Tsundere's biggest problems in a nutshell. While others add a lot of humor to their respective shows. So I'd say I'd give them a solid 9 out of 10. I think Tsunderes, they're pretty well fleshed out. The only thing is that they can get a little bit annoying in some of the series, just a little bit. Some of them could distract from the story a little bit, but other than that, 9 out of 10. Now, moving on to the Yanderes. I feel like a lot more of the Yanderes tend to be more critical to each of their respective shows. Like Yuno, who kind of carries the entire show, to characters who also don't really matter. Kind of like Misa. Sorry, you're nice and all, but Sakura? Is that you? That was a terrible joke. That was Misa, I'm sorry. You're really, really nice, but you kind of are just a little bit useless. Just a little bit. The Yandere's vitality to the story kind of ranges. So for that reason, I kind of feel like I think they deserve a 6 out of 10. Now we have the matchmaking part of this video. Do the Yanderes or the Tsunderes make a good partner for their pair? Or are they just a good friend? I feel like yes, for the most part, on both sides actually. But of course, we're going to start with Tsunderes. Of course, I'm going to go pick on the boys because I feel like Inuyasha and Vegeta take some head scratching for me. To this day, I still have no clue what the flying hell Bulma was thinking with Vegeta. In series like Super and GT and maybe late Dragon Ball Z, I can kind of see. But otherwise, no! Inuyasha also has to work on some Kikyo issues. Like, seriously. There are so many things that I felt are so unpolished with this series when it comes to him and his loves. And like, dude, what the flying nuts? Who does he love? I don't know. You tell me. I'm so done with this. Why was it written like this? It had so many chapters. But you know what? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Okay, you know what? This is talk for another day. The Tsunderes get a 6 purely from Inuyasha. Fuck you, Inuyasha. Fuck you. We're gonna totally ignore almost everything else. Fuck you, Inuyasha. Fuck you, Inuyasha. I tried so hard not to curse the entire time, but oh my gosh, Inuyasha, you just sometimes. The Yanderes, do I really need to explain? No. They protect, they nurture, they kill, they yandere. What was that? What was that? Seriously, I feel like Yanderes wanted this since they are the ones who protect. I am not doing that again. I seriously gotta stop. The downside is that someone like Anna, who was pushy, and that, and that, But at least she made cookies? Oh. Never mind. Don't eat those. They still get an 8.5 out of 10. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, we have our tallies for the winner. And the winner has been decided. Tsunderes for life! I can't believe I just yelled that in a freaking dorm room. Oh my gosh, so many people probably just heard me. This is not going to end well tomorrow. Oh dear lord. I may or may not have just exposed myself as a weeb. Eesh.